Unpaid rent, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Coleman, I've got conflicting documents that you filed. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll explain it this way. The notice to quit that you filed, that you sent to the defendants, is for their failure to pay rent. Your complaint is for a termination of tenancy.
I have a complaint to recover possession of property.
Right, but it's for a termination of tenancy. There's a complaint, a type of complaint that's for non-payment of rent, which is really what the issue is here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would need to be, you need to amend this complaint or file an additional complaint and send it to the defendants. That's going to be the easiest way, because you're looking for them to pay more than anything, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do...
Buckle up, guys. Today's courtroom showdown begins with major confusion. What started as a termination case is exposed by the judge as actually an issue of unpaid rent. The landlord's filings don't match, and immediately the judge steps in, clarifies the law, and redirects the process. He explains that documents matter, and if you bring the wrong paperwork, the case takes a different path. The ruling is sharp. Amend the complaint correctly. This quick twist proves small errors can completely alter a case.
And I suggest that you get that accomplished today if you can. I'll adjourn it out 1 week.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Hang on. So I'm going to indicate the plaintiffs to file an amended complaint. Yes, sir.
The complaint is for unpayment of rent for $4,025.
It is not. But go ahead. What?
Oh, I apologize. Well, our landlord, we owe $4,025. I am a combat veteran. I got assistance from the Washtenaw VA for the amount of $8,081. That we are sending a check to Ms. Coleman. I have the email that was sent to Ms. Coleman as well, saying that we were sending her $8,000 from the VA. So that's actually for 4 months rent versus 2 months. Which would
okay, hold on. Okay, I got you. Just so you got assistance coming from the VA, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So this may actually work out easier. Ms. Coleman, did you get communication regarding that?
I received an email that I would be receiving a check. I have not received the check yet.
Okay. Well, and you did that locally here, Mr. Mills?
Yes, Your Honor. I did that at the local VA on Hogback.
On Hogback. Okay. So, Ms. Coleman, I don't know if you've ever dealt with the VA. I'll just say this. They sent it out.
Now the drama shifts as the tenant, a combat veteran, steps in with a bold explanation. He admits overdue rent, but shares that the VA has approved and mailed a check worth over $8,000, enough to cover multiple months. He produces emails showing proof, while the landlord confirms she received communication but not the check. Instantly, the room focuses on whether this promise will materialize. Will government assistance save him? The story spins from unpaid rent to a veteran's lifeline, and the suspense builds.
They're real good. In all the years I've had it, they come through. So it's one of those things I can almost just take to the bank, because they'll make sure that it's paid. The only question is when did they say that they would send the check?
Let me see here.
I have the email from July 3rd that the Representative Audrika Jacob from the VA said that the check was approved and that would be sent out that day, which is July 3rd.
On the 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're at the 12th. Okay.
The check is for the amount of $8,100.
Okay. So that they're not only paying what you owe, but they're paying ahead for you.
Yeah. Yes, they're paying the remainder of our lease for us.
Got it. Okay.
That's not factual. So it's not the remainder of the release. We have one more month in September. But since I filed this case, the defendant is also owing July rent. So the total rent owed is actually $6,050 on rent. And then what they are offering to pay is that August rent with the additional rent. So it's actually 3 months overdue plus offering to pay next month's rent.
Okay. There's an $8,000 check. That's what I know. I mean, that's just the bottom line to it. And then, the rest of it, we'll figure out the math and what's going to be there. But rather than dismiss the case at this point, let's adjourn it out a week to the 19th at 2 p.m. Let's see if that check gets through, because I got to go through 2 governmental bureaucracies. The VA's got to get it out, and then it's going to get into the post office. And the first part probably was efficient. I don't know about the post office part. All right. So,
Judge, if I may interject really quick, the email actually states the check would be mailed in 2 to 3 weeks.
does it?
Yes, Your Honor.
It does.
Is it, Ms. Coleman, is that what your copy says?
If you don't receive the check in 2 to 3 weeks, please reach out to me.
Okay. So it says it's going to be mailed that day, but if you don't receive it in 2 to 3 weeks, then you need to reach out to them.
Correct. It says the check will be mailed to you.
The landlord pushes hard, arguing the tenant actually owes over $6,000, including recent months. Tension builds as back and forth continues. The judge weighs in with practicality. He acknowledges bureaucracy and postal delays often slow payments. Instead of rushing to terminate, the judge decides to pause. By adjourning 1 week, he gives time for the VA's promised funds to clear. It's a suspenseful compromise hanging on one check. The entire case now pivots on the arrival of that payment, making every day critical.
Gabby, if for any reason you don't receive the check in 2 to 3 weeks, please reach out to me.
Okay. And that was on the 3rd. They said they were going to mail it?
Correct.
Okay. So let me do this. You amend the complaint so that I have the actual amount, because I've got to have the claim in the case, because it's not a termination case. Okay? And so you amend the complaint, file the amended complaint. Hopefully by the 19th, we'll just cross our fingers, a check will come, and then we'll be in relatively good shape. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm not going to be able to amend the complaint this morning. I'm out of the country right now, but I'll be back on Tuesday.
Okay. All right. So if you get it in on Tuesday, I need it amended, but at the same time, if there's a check coming, that may all not matter. I mean, this may go away. So I'm not so hard pressed that you get it done today, but it does need to be done. Okay?
Understood, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Mills, what branch of service were you in?
U.S. Navy from 1997 to 2005.
A Navy man. Okay. I like you. All right. I say that because my dad was in the Navy. But I will just say this, sir. Thank you so much for your service to this country. I realize when I deal with folks that are veterans that I get to do what I get to do because you did what you did. So it's much appreciated.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right. All right. Thank you. We'll see you guys in a week, and hopefully we put this thing to bed. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So, Your Honor, what time was that? I just didn't hear that. I know it's Friday.
That was at 2 p.m., ma'am.
School finally, the judge closes with both firmness and gratitude. He orders the landlord to amend the complaint, but notes the VA payment could resolve the entire case if it arrives. Then the mood softens. He directly thanks the tenant for his military service, acknowledging that freedoms in court sit on veterans' sacrifices. It's a moving end, law, bureaucracy, and human respect colliding in one moment. The hearing is adjourned 1 week, leaving everyone waiting on that check. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.